What is up, royal families, royal viewers? This Titan is fully here, back with another video. So, this is not a reaction video, or another plushie video, or a Lion King character video. This time, I'm doing something that I haven't done for a whole year. And that is an unboxing video. Now, I did do a live stream on my 18th birthday when I got some Sonic 3 stuff in my VR Oculus, but this time, this is brand new. So, I got a new Godzilla figure for my stop motion channel, and yes, I know I haven't done an unboxing video on my Hiya Godzilla 2014 figure when I got it, but that's because my storage was acting crazy, so due to that I didn't make an unboxing video to it. So, new figure, new unboxing. So, let's get this guy out. There we go. Oh, yeah, there he is. Alright, get him out. Alright, yay. Alright. Oh, yes, it's in. Alright. So, here it is, the Hiya Toys Godzilla 2021 version 2. So, I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering, Titanus Foley, why are you collecting Hiya figures this time? Well, I looked on YouTube, and when I got introduced to Hiya Toys, I realized how... let me turn on the lamp. Alright. When I saw that a company made these on YouTube, I felt like their sculpt and articulation is pretty good, so why not I just get one? So, that's what I did when I got the Hiya Toys Godzilla 2014. And the figure does look good, except for one thing. Hold on, let me get it from my shelf. And now, let me set this to the side. So, the Godzilla 2014 figure does look cool and all, but every time I try to pose it in a different pose, it just does that. It just keeps over popping off the head. Like, I was thinking that the articulation on this figure is pretty stiff, and that's why I'm kind of a little bit thinking on using this figure. But still, I do love this figure. I just don't like how every time I move the head, it pops off the head. So, yeah, let me move this to the side. But now, let's focus on this bad boy right here. So, without further ado, let's get this guy out of his package. Let's do it. Get the king of the monsters out of his stasis. Alright, we're back. And the figure is almost out. Boy, I do love the smell of a good figure. So, let's get him out. Oh. Yo! This looks so good. Yo! Alright, move this out of the way. Yay! Let's pin the camera to the other side. Alright. So, here's the figure. It looks so good, not gonna lie. I do love how the dorsal plates are looking the same as it did in Godzilla King of the Monsters, because as you guys probably know, 2021 and 2019 Godzilla are both the same Godzilla, but with just different height. But yeah, I still love this figure, and the sculpt on it looks very good and detailed. Not gonna lie, I am enjoying this figure so much. Like, the details, the paint job looks good. And if you look close to his face, that is what a mean face looks like. Yeah, I am totally gonna have fun trying to make stop motion with this figure. But yeah, I'm so good at trying to gonna get these figures, I just need to be aware of the prices. Like, this figure right here was only $51. Like, not gonna lie, at least it's not as expensive as SH Monster Arts. But, yeah, still, at least we know that Hiya Toys is trying to be as much cheaper as they can against SH Monster Arts. But still, I love the details on this guy. Like, yeah, you guys are thinking, yes, the dorsal plates on his back are still the same as it was in King of the Monsters. And I actually love how this figure looks. Like, not gonna lie. Like, guys, comment down below if you have a Hiya Toys figure that is kind of similar to this, because whoever is making these figures needs to get a promotion right now, because they did a good job on making the figure look exactly like how they appeared in the movie. So, yeah, let's get to the articulation. So, the one thing I like about this figure is that the head moves pretty well than the 2014 figure does. And it looks really good, not gonna lie. And I actually like it. And the mouth does open, and just like the other figure, the tongue can move up and down. And, let's see here. The arms, they do move, but they're pretty stiff, but it's still good. Alright, and same for the other arm. Oh, I almost forgot the head can move up, too. Well, I can't move this arm because I have one hand holding the camera, so, yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, but I can try to move the legs. Yeah, the legs do move. That's a good thing. And same for the other. And and most importantly, the tail. It does move pretty well. It does move very perfectly. But just try to be careful not to break them, because I don't know if they can break easily, as SH Monster Arts do. So I have to be sure I be careful with these figures. Because it's basically like NECA and SH Monster Arts just smashed into one figure. Which I do like. But let's not forget about this one part. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, that. So that way I can put them into any fighting poses. Alright. So, yeah. Like that. If you didn't see it, you noticed that the camera was wobbling. Like, I had to use my chin to hold the camera in order to, like, get the figure to move wisely. But, yeah. Comment down below if you think that this figure is, like, one of the best Godzilla figures that I've ever bought. Alright, so I moved him to my junk drawer because the table is kind of small. I'm gonna have to get a new desk for my stop motion figures, but yeah. So yeah, on to the size comparison. Alright, so of course here he is with the Hiya Toys Godzilla 2014. And honestly, 2021 and 2019 Godzilla are pretty much bigger than 2014 Godzilla. I mean, I know that they're practically the same Godzilla, but they're just different sizes and different dorsal plates. Like Godzilla 2014's dorsal plates are much jagged and dorally, and 2019/21's Godzilla is more like the 1954 Godzilla. Like, if you haven't seen Godzilla King of the Monsters and you notice that his dorsal plates are different, then try to look up Godzilla from the 1930s, and you'll notice that his dorsal plates kind of look similar to the 1930s Godzilla. So, yeah. Alright, move him out the way. And, of course, here he is with the... Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But, yeah, I had to pause because I had to repose, Kong 2021/2024. I have to hold him because, he's too hard to keep still. And, honestly, Godzilla is way much bigger than Kong, which is a good thing because, apparently in the movie, it should turn out that Godzilla has to be a little bit more bigger than Kong. So, yeah. And, here he is with the SH Monster Arts, Godzilla Evolved. And, like the 2014 figure, the Hiya 2021 is much bigger than the Evolved Godzilla. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the Hiya Toys Evolved Godzilla, including the one with the heat ray. Yeah, I still need to get the 2021 Godzilla with the heat ray. Like, that's the final version of 2019/2021 I need to collect before I move on to the Evolved version. Yeah, can't wait for Supernova to release. Anyway, move on. And here he is with the Jack Specific Rodan from King of the Monsters. Now, I don't have the Hiya Toys Rodan, but I will try to get him one day. But, yeah, it turns out he's much bigger. Unless I get a stand that can pose him to fly, then that could recreate the King of the Monsters poster. Anyway. And, here he is with the, SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2021. And, yeah. 2021 Godzilla is way much bigger than the Monster Arts version. And if you could tell by the facial expressions, yes, you probably think that they are much different to each other, which they are. It's just that I saw a YouTube video saying that SH Monster Arts is thinking on doing whatever they want with these figures to make them a little bit quite similar to how they appeared in the movies, but just not accurate to how they appeared. But, yeah. And here he is with the SH Monster Arts Mechagodzilla. And turns out Monster Arts Mechagodzilla is kind of the same size as this one, just a little bit taller. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Okay, and moving on, here's him with Scar King. I'm gonna have to, like the last figure, I have to hold him still because they're too hard to keep up. And, yeah, it turns out Scar King is a little bit taller to the same size as this figure. No, probably because of the whip and the forehead. Yeah, Koba from Planet of the Apes. Oh, alright. And, here, of course, I have to add him to it. The SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2014. And just like the other SH Monster Arts figures, 2021 Godzilla is way much bigger than this one. Just a different dorsal plates and height. And, of course, I have to do this guy. Here he is with the Playmates Skullcrawler from Godzilla vs. Kong. And when Godzilla vs. Kong was coming out, I was expecting Godzilla to fight a Skullcrawler, but we never got to see it. So, yeah, that's why. Anyway, move him aside. And going up to one of the other figures that are the main members of the channel. Of course, here he is with the Red Series Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. And, it turns out that the Godzilla is still the same size as Prime because of how bulky he is. So, yeah. Anyway. And here he is with the NECA It Chapter 1 Pennywise. Okay, I'm just gonna have to make sure to hold still. Alright. And it turns out NECA Pennywise is much bigger than Godzilla because of the scale, but probably because his legs are much longer than his. But yeah, and I can't wait for the NECA It Welcome to Derry figures to release. I'm gonna have to try to do an unboxing video on those as soon as I try to get them. Anyway, and here he is with the NECA Halloween Ends Michael Myers figure. And honestly, like Pennywise, he's much taller than him. Like, if you guys recognize this Michael Myers figure from the last year's Halloween special and the unboxing video that I done last year of this figure at my old house. So yeah, one of the horror figures are quite much bigger than him. Anyway, and of course, I can't forget the special members of the cast of my channel. Of course, here he is with the Jakks Pacific Sonic Movie 3 Shadow. And I'm not going to try to do Sonic because basically Sonic and Shadow are both the same size. So, yeah. Pretty much Godzilla is probably the same height, but Shadow is a little bit smaller than Godzilla. Yeah, moving on. And the two couples of the series. Here he is with Katrina and Zod. And yeah, obviously Godzilla's much bigger than them. No offense, Katrina. But still, I do like how Godzilla is pretty much accurate to how he appears in the movie. But yeah, I actually enjoyed this so much. I'm so glad I bought this figure. I just need to try to get the Heat Ray version of this Godzilla. Then I'll move on to getting the Hiya Toys 2 Evolved Godzillas that are happening. Like the one that recently came out and the one where it's coming out with a Heat Ray. But yeah, here we go. And that's all. So yeah, there you have the SH Monster Arts. No, not SH Monster Arts. I already complete that line. The Hiya Toys Godzilla vs. Kong exclusive basic Godzilla 2021. And honestly, I really like this figure. The paint job looks good. The dorsal plates look amazing. The articulation looks okay, though. But still, I actually enjoyed it. And I'm going to give this figure a solid 9 out of 10. Or a 10 out of 10. I do love this figure so much. I'm going to have to try my best to try to use this guy for my stop motion videos in my other channel. So that we could see this guy more often. But anyway, I'm Titanus Fully, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below if you're a Godzilla fan and what you think of this figure. And as foremost, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.